you're joining for the first time, hi, it's yours, Miss Melissa. And if you're a regular, thank you for coming back to my channel. You are loved right here. Yeah, so today I'm coming to you with a different kind of video. Yeah, and I think by the title, you know what we are getting into. Yeah, so I just want to talk about why we moved from our old place in a period of 6 months, and then also our experience with house hunting in Harare. But before we do, I just want to thank you guys for 330 subscribers to be specific here. Thank you so much for your support. We hit 350 subscribers last night, guys. I'm over the moon. Yeah, I didn't think I would get to 300 subscribers this fast, and I did. And now we are on a road to 500. Thank you for the love. Thank you to everyone who subscribed and who's been sharing my videos. Yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, I'm just going to divide this video into 2 segments: why we moved, and then our house hunting experience. Yeah, firstly, the reason why we moved is because of power cuts. If you have been watching my vlogs, if you have been a day one, you know that I've always been complaining about power cuts. Yeah, there are power cuts all over in Zimbabwe or in our country basically, but if there is a solution to it, it's better to take the solution up. Yeah, so in our area it was a frequent thing. Like on a normal day, on a normal month, you could probably have 2 power cuts that would last a week. Like if it rains, you are guaranteed that there's going to be a power cut. If there's a lightning, if there's a thunder, there's going to be a power cut. Yeah, and then we suggested to our landlord if you could get like backup power, and she said no. Yeah, she didn't want anything to do with that because one, solar, it includes drilling the walls, drilling the roof, and then connecting wires to the main power, and she didn't want anything to do with that. She suggested that she can install the solar for us, and then even if you move, the solar system can remain behind, and probably she can increase the rent because now there's another utility added which was not there. She also said no to that. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons we decided to move, because we couldn't come to an agreement when it comes to finding a solution to this power cuts. And then also another issue was water. We only had running water on Saturdays, Sunday, Mondays, and Tuesdays. Yeah, so we had like 10,000 liter water tanks, which were being fed by council water every Saturday and Sunday. Actually, not every Saturday and Sunday, because sometimes mvura yanga isingawe, so mvura yangoya ma weekends, but not all weekends. So Painoya, it fills up those tanks, and that's what we use throughout the week. But because everyone in the complex was using a washing machine, and you know with washing machine they consume a lot of water. So if the tanks are filled, let's say Sunday, and by Thursday we no longer had running water on Thursday, and then Friday we are using the bucket system. And one thing, even if you wanted to do like your laundry per weekend, there won't be any sesa, of which I wanna back up. So you just end up doing your laundry. Maneru magets adzoka on a Monday, Maneru magets adzoka on a Tuesday. Yeah, so that was that about the water, and there was no solution to that by the period we were staying there. Yeah, and also another thing was increased rent. When we initially moved in, like if you're someone who stays in a gated community or an apartment, like you pay levies. Yeah, so initially levies were included in the rent. Yeah, so 2 months down the line after we moved in, we got a message that she's going to introduce a levy which was a certain percentage of the rent. And then this was due to the fact that utilities had gone up, like refuse collection, and then water had gone up. And I went and asked, it's just been 2 months, yeah, and then already we are increasing with the rent. What about 6 months down the line? What about a year down the line? Now it's like, no, the cost of living in Zimbabwe are going up, so it just makes sense for us to what? To increase the rent. I think the fact that I asked every time there's an increase, guys, it's your hard-earned money. Yeah, if you are good on something and someone comes and change, you have to ask. We just ended up paying what was required of us. But I think then that's when, because of these power cuts and water cuts, we started looking for a place to stay in November of 2024, yeah, with the intention of leaving in January. In January, if these issues were not resolved. The place was really nice, it's all that I wanted, and also the security was spot on. It was maintained well, didn't have issues with maintenance and security, but just the power cuts and then the water issue, for the amount of money we're paying, it wasn't making sense. Yeah, and that's it about why we moved. Yeah, moving on to like house hunting in Harare. I think firstly I should mention like what we needed in a house. Yeah, one of the important thing was obviously backup power. Yeah, and then secondly was constant water, probably a place where there's a bowl or council water with a storage system that only allows a specific storage system for a specific unit, not the shared one, because already we had issues with the shared water storage system in the whole place, and we didn't want that. And also I wanted somewhere where there's security. I want a place where I can sleep peacefully each night, and also somewhere where there's low maintenance. Guys, I will clean my house top to bottom, but you never see me outside dichitwaira panze. So I wanted somewhere recovered in terms of maintenance, the yard, and something that I don't have to worry about. We also wanted to be in a gated community or a complex. Yeah, because it's just the two of us, me and Mr. M. We wanted a place like we can like have sort of a community. Yeah, if that makes sense. I didn't want a standalone house because we didn't want to be in a place where it's just us. Yeah, and that's all in terms of utilities on what we needed. Then in terms of like inside the house, I wanted an open plan kitchen. That one I wasn't even going to compromise about it. Yeah, I think growing up in like Zimbabwe, you know, an open plan, and I was someone who loved cooking, and then I ended up being the only one in the kitchen cooking, and then everyone else is in the living room watching. So I ended up being the only one in the kitchen cooking, and I didn't want to put myself in that situation again. I wanted to be part of like whatever is going on. Like if you are watching TV, you are watching TV while I cook. If you are doing anything, you're doing while I cook. Yeah. So, and then also we wanted somewhere. I also wanted somewhere with at least 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, because my mom's always over. My mom is always here, so I just wanted a place that she can always feel comfortable coming whenever she wants. And also I wanted a place where I can host family or friends, and then a place they can come and spend the night if need be. And also I wanted a place with lots of windows. Yeah, I really wanted the natural light, somewhere that's open. Another thing which we were looking for was a new construction. A new construction, or at least houses that are 5 years old and below. Yeah, reasons being, it's difficult to get old construction with the amenities that we wanted. So we just stick to 5 years and below. Probably, unless we saw something that we really, really, really liked, or probably a recent renovation, we were open to taking that. Yeah, and that's basically it about like what we needed inside the house. And then moving on to house hunting in Harare. My experience. So basically, we used 3 different websites. There's property.com, and then Harare Rentals, and then what's the third one? There's property.co.zw. So there's property.com and then property.co.zw. There are 2 different websites. That's what we basically use. If you live in Harare, you know that there's these agents, you pay a viewing fee. Yeah, I didn't want that because honestly, how many houses are you going to see, and how many $20 bills are you going to pay? Let's say if you have to view 5 houses, you're going to pay $100 just for viewing, and if you're not interested, the $20 is gone. So I didn't want to put I don't put myself in that situation of having to pay that amount of money just to view a house. Yeah, so I'd rather work with real estate companies that deal with rental and selling properties. Those are more professional. You only pay like your lease fee when we are interested in the house. Yeah, so by any chance, if you're looking for a place in Harare, try and avoid those $20 for viewing. Yeah, so that's the websites we used. And then when it comes to house viewing, so basically you find the house that you're interested in, you follow the link, it will direct you to the person or the company that's advertising the house. Then we booked for viewings. We actually saw quite a few houses, but I'm just going to insert a few, mainly because some of the places, furniture, like someone is staying there, I couldn't vlog in someone's home. I can't do that unless it's a relative. I couldn't do that, or I was not interested at all in that place, probably because the pictures didn't represent the house well, so there was no need for me to vlog, and I know that I'm not going to take that place, so that's why I didn't vlog. Another thing to note when you're looking for a place in Harare is there's going to be a lot of admin, yeah, when it comes to like the process of acquiring the place. Yeah, so after we got we viewed the house, you sent through your application, which can be tiring. Yeah, so I think one of the places that we saw and I really wanted, I think I just ended up giving up because of the process. Yeah, so most places now require that you have at least a 3 months bank statement, a letter of employment, a guarantor, your partner or your spouse's statement, and also pay slips. Yeah, and also like a recommendation letter from your previous landlord. Yeah, if you're renting, if you could provide that, you could actually get the place, but they go through like the vetting process. And so one of the places that I wanted told me why I was given a 10-page form to fill out. 10 pages. My age, where I was living, where I was born, what I do, what I did before that, where I went to college. Like, honestly, is that necessary? Yeah, one of my colleagues actually asked, are you really looking into a rental, or you're buying a house? Probably you're just buying a house and you're not willing to tell us. But yeah, you're gonna brace yourself for that. Yeah, so we sent through our application to all the houses that I've inserted, that you're gonna see after this. We sent through our application, and it happened that 2 of our application were approved. Yeah, ended up going for this one, which was a contender it was actually Mr. M's first choice. Yeah. One thing, I didn't come to view this house physically. Mr. M came, I just saw a clip that he took of the house, and it seems he really liked it. He was really into it, and it was within our budget. It ticked all the boxes of what we wanted, so that's why we ended up going for it. So yeah, let's get into the house viewing.
Ngomingenza ngiphola indlela inokhohlwa ukuthi-ke sonke sinemiswa lento inokungiphonsa edamini lemgo.
So this was the first villa we viewed. It was in a complex with 20 villas in total. It was a 3-bed, 2-bath villa with an open plan kitchen, living and dining room area, which we wanted.
Ngenxa yalento zami zokusukela umdanso ngipemizwa lo.
I'm drifting away into the darkness. Ndizothatha umthwalo ndibeke emqolo mama. Ubomi bunzima. I'll lift my head up high. Open my eyes and I will fly. I'm barely coping, I'm feeling closed in. Looking up, hoping the heavens will open. Dali wezulu, dikhalela kuwe. Open up. I'm feeling closer now. The light is shining brighter, but I'm losing my flow. Good day.
Unfortunately, we couldn't take this unit because it wasn't on the rental market within the time that we needed the house.
Good day. Ndifuna ubani buvume vungamanganya vunga vuleka mazulu vuleka mazulu.
I'm sorry, my baby, so sorry now. My baby, you didn't mean it. Satana now. Oh yeah. Oh, sour lily. Oh yeah.
This was also an option, however, it didn't come with the open plan kitchen, and also it didn't have backup power, although it was within the 15-kilometer radius we wanted to keep, and it was within our budget.
Izwa imithandazo yabantwana bakho yehlisa umoya wakho wempumelelo. Izwa imithandazo yabantwana bakho Nkosi sikelela. sikelela komelele nini wami no.
Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body.
House 3 had literally everything that we wanted except the price point, and the rooms were a bit smaller. It came with 3-bed open plan living area, backup power and backup solar in a gated community, which we wanted.
Can you blow my mind? Set up my whole body. Make me sweat, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me hotter, make me lose my breath, make me water. I'm drifting away into the darkness. Ndizothatha umthwalo ndibeke enkqolo mama, ubomi bunzima. I'll lift my head up high, open my eyes, and I will fly. I'm barely coping, I'm feeling closed in, looking up, hoping the heavens will open. Darling, with
House 4 came in with 2-bed, 2-bath and open living area, also within our price point with backup water but no backup power. The windows were quite small, so overall the house was a bit dark. House 5 was also a 3-bed, 2-bath apartment in a gated community. It came with backup water. Unfortunately, didn't have backup power. However, when it was advertised, they advertised that there is backup power.
Voleka Masulu, Voleka Masulu.
Ngomingenza ngiphola indlela inokhohlwa ukuthi-ke sonke sinemiswa lento inokungiphola.
And also the kitchen was closed out, of which that was one of the most important thing I wanted in a house.
Ngaphuka izinto zomsakazo wentombi yami ngenxa yalento ebengizwa izolo.
I'm drifting away.
Finally, house 6, which is a 3-bed, 2-bath apartment, open living area, which I wanted. It came with backup water, also in a gated community, which we wanted.
I'll lift my head up high, open my eyes, and I will fly. I'm barely coping, I'm feeling closed in, looking up, hoping the heavens will open. Dali wezulu, dikhalela kuwe. Open up,
option to get backup power if we wanted. That's why we ended up choosing this place. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.